Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Sunday session, Wrexham latest news and update show and transfer show, the Breakfast Club. Yes, it is Sunday, July 27th. Jesus, we're already out of July. It feels like this one has went by really quick. How is everyone doing on a Sunday? We got some, listen, it's a news show, so take it for what it is. Don't kill the messenger, which is going to be me. But we have been linked to a Colombian international that we're going to talk about. I want to get your thoughts on it. I spent the morning taking a peek at him, tried to do some research to find out how if it's actually going to be working out or why we're in there. I don't know. We're going to walk through that. I want to get your thoughts on it too. And as you can see on the thumbnail, it says Wrexham a £4 million move for Colombian star Juan Portia. Juan Portia, not Portolo. Juan Portilla. Yes, there's been confusion this morning because there was another player from TAVERN that just his name was Juan Portolo, who had just went to River Plate, and we'll talk about that too. Anyways, thank you for coming in. Please smash a like on the video and then subscribe to the Local Pundit. We are on our way to 3,000. I said we're going to do it. We are 2 weeks away. We will get there. We are actually doing very, very well. If we can get to 3,000 by the start of the season, God bless all of us. What a fantastic community it's been. But yeah, it's a Sunday morning. It's going to be a quick news show because we do have Champ Chat later on. The boys will be doing Champ Chat, which is great. So let's talk about it. Who is Juan Portilla? Juan Portilla. We're going to break that down. And where is this news coming from? And what say you of what you think about this player? I watched clips of him this morning, and I would love to get by the profile of the player, what I'm looking at, I would love to get that. Yes, and Steven Mitzel is going to get the first one. Love the hair today. Should I? Okay. Well, you know what? Love the hair. Should we just ruin it and put a hat on? We'll ruin it and put a hat on. I don't know. And Carl Davies says, is he good? Is he good? We're going to look at that. I mean, you can only tell so much from the player just by clips on YouTube. But do I like the profile? Would I like a little South American flair? Colombian. Shout out to my boy Teddy and his wife Penelope. They know who they are. It would be fun to get them. So let's just check this out real quick. Let's just check this out, where this is coming from and how we break this down. So this is EFL published. They have about how many do they have? What is that? I don't know what that is. So they have 2,570 followers on them. So it's not huge, but this is coming from this guy, Reluctant Nico, who has 138,000 followers on X. Not that means anything, but the credibility is the credibility. Just want to put that out there real quick. So again, we're just reporting the news. It's a news show. You control the show. I'm just here walking us through it, and I want to get your thoughts on this as well. So Wrexham are interested in signing Colombian midfielder Juan Portilla, 26 years old, from Argentinian side TAVERN via the Reluctant Nico. Most of his stuff is behind a paywall Patreon, of which I am not going to pay for, but I will report the news on the Local Pundit, and you guys and gals can go check that out too. So he's a Colombian international. The same would cost around £4 million to sign him. £4 million to sign him. So who is he? And by the way, who is he? There he is right there on FOTMob. So he's 6 foot. He's 6 foot, 26 years old. Right foot, plays in the middle, central defensive midfielder, and can also play on the right. Just trying to figure out what was going on in the league. So here is the all leagues. I think they had a break. I think they played 14 matches. Now they played 3. So he's played 14 matches, started 12, have an average of 7.0. I did take a peek at him. I looked over here as well on Transfer Watch or whatever the hell this thing, Transfer Market. 3.5 M's for him. 3.5 M's. He has 3 caps, by the way, for as a Colombian international. So I like the profile of the player. He sits deep. I watched a little bit. He likes to get into a tackle. He has some good range of passing on him as well. And we'll break that down. But at 26 years old, at 3.5 M's or £4 million, Logan, he's a central defensive midfielder. He's a central defensive midfielder. He's a lying deep midfielder. We'll talk about that in a second. Hey, brother. Hey, Aaron. How you doing? Aaron, if you're available, come on in if you want to talk and hang out. But he is a central defensive midfielder, a central midfielder. And I will be all over this. all over this, and it seems like Aaron is all over it too. The holding midfielder we need, and I know this is ugly in here too. What else do I have? I just want to point out this was the other guy that they thought that was going to go through, Juan Portilla. Okay, he went from Talleres to River Plate. He's a center half. Okay, 25 years old, 5'12", by the way. He's 5'12" in height, whatever that means. Okay, that's not the guy we're after. That's not the guy that we're after. We're going to bring this down. And I've watched some clips on him. The profile of the player. So he's born September 12th, 1998. Combative central defensive midfielder who plays for Talleres, as we know this. Here's a little bit of a breakdown on him. Did a little research. I'm doing a little bit more research. I just want to say, I hope that's helping out everybody. I'm not a research guy. We shoot the rehearsal. So strong tackler with great interception statistics. Portilla also boasts precise long-range passing and potential awareness as a midfield anchor. We need that steal. I know we made a lot of midfield signings. I don't give a shit. How many we signed. A little South American flair in there, a little Colombian flair. That would be awesome. I'm in for it too. I'm here for it. He would be our midfield anchor, and I believe he would probably go right into the side. Now, is this real? Is it happening? We don't know. But this is what happens when in the summertime we're attracting a lot of interest. And some of the players we've already, like Kakache. Did we have a Kakache on our radar? We did not. But it turns out we were looking at him. We don't know the credibility. I'm not saying that these guys are reporting it don't have that credibility, but we can say that, hey, it's good to be connected to guys like this at a £4 million. I think it's a good buy. So, okay, he has 3 caps for the senior Colombian team. All right, yeah, but he's under contract. He's under contract for at least December 2026 with a release clause reportedly near the £4 million mark. Now, why are we interested in him? Well, why not? We have Necaxa as well. That's a Mexican side, but we are global. We're looking around the world trying to find good talent, and getting talent from the Argentinian league. I like that because there's a lot of steel there, different type of game, and also I think he would be able to boss our midfield. Now, Eriksson, the different player we talked about the other day, but we get a player in like this who isn't afraid of a tackle, will control that midfield, and will give that steel. Not saying we don't have it right now, but he will go in. I watched about 20 minutes of him this morning. And that's just 20 minutes of YouTube. He could have some bad versions too. But what I saw of him, I liked the profile of the player. And I think, as to Aaron's point, and it's exactly what we need. And Ted Nelson, did I just give the salsa moves? I'll do it again. There we go. I'll do them again. Ted, you just stole the show right there. Victor Rodriguez. Hey, Victor, great to have you in. Where are you watching from? Talk to us. There's a lot of new people coming into the channel. It's great. Given the number of central midfielders and attacking midfielders we have, I'm thinking about the possibility of a tactical change in our preseason tour. I noticed we played a 2-2-1 in the midfield attack. What do you think? Well, I don't know if Parkinson's going to do that. I see in the back, Aaron's going to come in because it's like, I don't know if he'll change his tactics, but I like it. And Victor, where are you watching him? Get it in. Aaron, oh my God. Whoa, there he is.
They just keep coming. It's dangerous.
What happened?
It's craziness.
I mean, thank God you're wearing protection.
That's right. That's why you always wear a helmet. You always wear a helmet because you never know where they're coming from.
The local pundit sponsored by Trojan. There we go. Always wear protection.
There you go. Always wear protection.
I love it. Sponsored by Trojan.
I love it.
Good morning. How are you, man? Listen.
Morning. Good.
We got. I don't want to call it breaking news, but there's news out there about Portilla. I watched some stuff on this morning. By the way, before we get into that, how was your derby yesterday?
It was a no-go. I had some car troubles at the last second, and unfortunately wasn't able to go.
Okay.
So
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Went to take a little test drive right beforehand before I loaded it on the trailer, and car decided to start popping and cracking and shooting fire out the headers, and doing bad things, so I don't know what's going on. Hoping we can figure that out.
It went midnight to 6.
Yeah, it went. It went the wrong way.
Yeah, it didn't go 6 to midnight. No blue pill there. No,
it wasn't good. Wasn't good. It was bad. So I decided to keep it at home so I could figure out what was going on with it. But
okay, fair enough.
We're going to try again Friday night. Good.
You try again Friday night. By the way, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would this rank to the rumors credibility? I don't know, and I'm going to put this out there. Victor, actually, I watched the channel since last year. I'm a commentator and analyst at Wrexham, Brazil community. That is fantastic. And guess what I'm going to do right now, Victor? If you're about and you know this player a little bit better than we do, kaboom! There it is. Come on in. This is what happens on the show. We just do whatever we want. You want to know why? Because shoot the fucking rehearsal. That's it.
That's right.
We shoot the rehearsal. By the way, apparently it's Free Pug's birthday. Happy birthday. Is that correct?
So as far as the link, this came from Alan Nixon.
Yep.
Who I hear a lot of people give him a lot of stick. He's actually been. I've followed him this year. I'm in his Patreon. He's been pretty good. He's been pretty good. Because he posts the links on X, but if you really want to read what he wrote, you gotta get on his Patreon. And it's like $2 a month. It's not like it's expensive. So
same thing for a membership for the local pundit, by the way.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's cheap.
There you go.
I work here and I pay for a membership to the local pundit.
You probably got it. You probably got it from somebody, I'm sure.
No, I pay for mine. I got it. It comes out of my account. I don't even get this. I don't even get the Steve Barton special.
Oh my day! I'm gonna have to give. I don't even have it, but I don't even have it. There you go. Let it go. I'll have to send you some money. Jesus H.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. So, what do you think about this? Where are we at? This is 7 legs? 7 legs?
This is. I mean, I'll be honest. He's been, like I said, Nixon's been pretty good this season. Like John says, he gets as many wrong. I'll be honest, John. I don't think he's missed that much. Like the ones that he's got now, he'll throw a name out there, and this is kind of one of those. He'll throw a name out there, and sometimes something comes up, and sometimes something doesn't. But when he says something's going to happen, it generally happens.
Shit!
Hey, here we go.
Here we go. Just give us a thumbs up. This is a debut. We're about to get a debut.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, Victor, are you ready to rock and roll? Yeah.
All right.
Here we go. What's up, dude? Welcome.
Hello, guys.
So
oh my God.
Yeah.
This is insane.
How are you? Welcome.
Thank you. I'm really happy to be here. I've been watching the channel for 2 years, I think, since the last season, since the probably League 2. Yeah.
You've been watching longer than Aaron. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know exactly since when, but yeah.
Oh God, man. Well, I mean, Aaron's just having to say, and I sorry to cut you off, Aaron, having to say on this player. First of all, let's give a little background on yourself. And you said you do commentary down at Wrexham in Brazil, and then we'll jump back into the show. I want to get your thoughts on the connection here. We'll just kick the tires here. This is what's great about the local pundit community. It's awesome. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm a little nervous.
Don't be nervous. Aaron, just put your helmet on, Aaron. Aaron, to put the helmet
on. I wear a helmet, dude. Don't be nervous. Just throw one of these on. You're good to go.
You're good to go. Good rehearsal, brother. Let's go, Victor.
Okay, a little background. I'm part of Wrexham Brazil community since 2022.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We cover all the seasons since National League, since the series, since the show came off. And we do the streamings of the matches here in Brazil with Portuguese narration. Is this the word?
Yeah.
And,
Portuguese
commentation.
Yep.
Yeah, I am the narrator and commentator and football analyst. I write for our website some analysis after the matches. Well, we're just living Wrexham here in Brazil and always trying to connect with other communities. I'm a big fan of the show, of this channel. I always bring to our staff what you guys bring here also. So it's really good to be here.
Well, you are now a part of the community, and now you're part of the show. So there you go, man. Welcome to the channel, my friend. It's awesome to have you. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome to have you. It's a Brazilian job. Yeah, everyone's saying you got good beard game. And hold on one second. There's one right here. Mario, Opa, Victor, Wrexham.
Yeah, he said, Victor from Wrexham, Brazil. He's part of the community also.
Awesome.
Well, we put the link in the chat. They can come in. Everyone's welcome to come in. Awesome. Look at it. I love the Brazil Wrexham community. I think they're probably our new away. They like our new away jerseys as well. I don't know. Do you?
Oh.
Yeah.
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 I'm saving money to buy one. I have.
There you go.
Only
Well
this
done.
one.
All right. Well, Aaron was just having to say, Aaron, you want to finish up, and then Victor, we'd love to get your thoughts on the player, and do we think this guy is credible? I don't know.
Yeah. I will go in. I can tell you exactly what he posted on his Patreon about this link. So this is from Alan Nixon. He said, Wrexham want to sign Colombian hardman Juan Portilla in their next big money splash. The Welsh club have made contact with Portilla, who is in the full national squad and keen to come to British football. Portilla plays for Argentina side Talleres. I don't know if I said that right. Who will accept a fee of around $4 million for him after turning down approaches from Brazilian sides. Boss Phil Parkinson hopes to pull off the coup after making transfer breakthroughs in the past few days. So that's what he said, which isn't anything new that we didn't already know. But that's where the link came from. Like I said, Nixon. Yeah, I mean, he's as good as anybody. You know, he'll throw names out there that sometimes nothing comes of it. But I've seen several that have come through. I don't think he would have just pulled this out of his ass. This came from something. You know what I mean? He's gotten this from somebody. So, but if it's a player that wants to come to British football, you know, why not?
But Victor, do you know? I like the profile of the player. Victor, do you know anything about this player? Or do you know anything about what do you know about him?
Yeah, I know a little about him. He played in a team that's been growing in the past years here in the South America football. That's Talleres. And well, I don't have much to say. I agree with what you said. He has a good he has a good intensity in the middle. He knows how to. He has a good passing range. I like this comment about the passing range. And well, I brought to the chat something that I saw in the last match versus Wellington Phoenix about this double pivot in the middle. Did you guys notice that? With double pivot and then two attacking midfielders floating behind our striker. And I like this because when we play in some matches in the last season, we played three in the middle, and then sometimes we got a hole that we didn't explore. We're only looking for the game in the wings, and then it's easy to be marked in this situation when you don't have when you don't generate doubt in the midfielders from the other teams. And I noticed here in Wrexham, Brazil, we will always say Parkinson needs to have some solutions for these situations. And I saw this in Wellington Phoenix. And then when I see George Thomason that played in a double pivot also. When I see Lewis O'Brien that can play even as a double pivot in more of offensive formation, and then he can be an attacking midfielder, Windes. And now this guy, I think that, I don't know, I would like to know about you guys, what you think, but I can see us going to this tactical variation, not as a thing, but in some matches, in some situations. And I think that Portilla fits this new tactical.
Right.
Just for clarity, maybe Aaron and Victor, you guys can explain a little bit more to our audience what the double pivot means.
Okay, so basically, right now, generally, we play with a midfield three. So you've got two midfielders that play a little more forward, and then we've got the one holding midfielder. So we've got our, let's say, in easy terms, you've got your Rathbone and Dobson playing a little further forward, and then Matty James plays in behind them. So if we went to a double pivot, we would move one of the forward players further forward. Okay, so you're playing three up front. All right. which interestingly, Ryan Hardy played in that role last season for Plymouth. So you could say Sam Smith up front, and then play Ryan Hardy and Josh Windass in behind him. Okay, that would fit those players, and then you would only have your two midfielders, which they play a little deeper because you've got the two in front of them.
Mhm.
So then you could play your O'Brien and maybe this guy if he was to come in and could play that role. It's funny because me and we had talked about this last season. Me and Patty, we were talking about it, and he was making a big deal about his triangles and better passing. That we were talking about getting a double pivot it helps your build out play from the back, especially with the back three, because you've got a bunch of options on where to go with the ball if you want, building up from the back. So it's interesting. I love it. And I'll be you can laugh at me when I play Football Manager. I love a 3-4-3, and it's a very similar to what we played against what we were playing against Wellington, where you got the two holders and the two attacking midfielders in behind. So yeah, I think it's a great tactic that works really good. So we'll see if he does it. I mean, he's never done it. I mean, it's not something he's done a lot, but he showed that he's not against doing it. So now whether he was just doing it just so he get players on the field, not necessarily it's something that he's looking to do during the season. That's a possibility too. You know what I mean? Because the preseason's about getting minutes of the legs. So is it something he really wants to do during the season? I don't know. He's never done it in the season for us prior. From what we've seen, basically he stayed pretty. He likes that midfield three. It seems like. So whether he sticks with that, I don't know. But I would love to see it. I'd love to see us have a different, just as something else to go to keep teams, where we're not so predictable. I guess you know what I mean. It gives us another look. I would love it.
I see, Victor, I see you brought that up there too. Is that a video or a picture? Just because I don't want to get dinged for a video.
Yeah. No, it's a picture. It's some prints, some screenshots that I got just to show in the field what we're talking about. It's O'Connor and James, and then more advanced it's Lee on the left and Ashfield on the right, and then Ryan Hardy attacking the behind the defense, and our wingers are the most advanced players. I have another picture.
Right? Yeah, the top of the screen up there. Who is that up top? Is that is that Maka?
Yeah. McLean on the left.
Yep.
And then Ryan Longman is on the right, but he's not in the screenshot in the picture.
Yeah, I can't see him in the picture. Yeah.
And so you're saying this is the double pivot he's having right there, those two in the middle of the park, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, right there.
Another situation here. Now here McLean is dropping to offer some pass line, some support, and then here Elliot Lee is open on the left. I noticed this situation when you have these four midfielders that are free to move around, to lurk around. It's also making us less predictable, as you guys said. I like this. I like to watch this. We lost, but I thought we have good things to take from this match.
Look at the back we have there too. Look at the coverage. Look at the space between Max. Is that Scar, I believe, and I don't think that's maybe Brunt up top. But look at the coverage of the back. Yeah. They're not getting through that. Then I do like, so it's a good. And that those two guys in the middle of the park there, they're sitting in front a little bit higher. They're about 30 yards, 25 yards away. So so how would one guy be the enforcer? Like would Portilla be the enforcer and one be the guy on the ball, or what are we looking at? You guys think in that picture?
Sorry?
Would one guy in the double pivot, I don't know, maybe you both can answer this, is one guy an enforcer and one guy's on the ball, or how does that work?
Yeah, I noticed that they had this freedom to move between the lines, even to go further when it's needed. And then usually when it's more to I see that this formation brings two new things. It gives more space for our defenders to play the ball, to think, to to even to do the long passes with less pressure, and also gives this option of having this passes between the lines, because I remember some matches that we have only Matt James here in the middle, and then our midfielder on the left and the right, they were too advanced, and then the only solution is to try to find a long ball, but with the defenders in better situation. So well, I can't wait to see the next friendly match to see if Parkinson will continue doing this.
Yeah,
and you like this, Aaron, don't you?
I love it. This is one of my favorite tactics to use in Football Manager. So, yeah, and you can play like usually you can have one guy as the ball winner, the attack, the real defensive hard man that's gonna go in strong for tackles, and have the other guy kind of more of a ball playing type midfielder. Or you can go with both of them, just hard tackling. I mean, it really depends on who you're playing and what you need for that game. You know what I mean? But it does help with your back line. So like if like he was saying, sometimes we'll be trying to build out from the back and it's just Matty James and they'll cover him up. And then really our only option is the long ball. Because we like to push our wing backs forward. Parky likes them. So if they're way forward, they're not an outlet for a short pass. You know what I mean? They're not dropping back to get a short pass to be able to progress the ball up through. And so then we just turn them hoof it, which works sometimes, and we've done it for a long time. But I think the higher up the leagues we go, that's not going to work as well as it has in the past.
So I like the profile of the player. I like the profile. Possibly that's what he's going to do. He is an enforcer. He does have a good pass. Victor, you saw that too. He does a good pass on angled pass. But I think the South American leagues, and you could probably correct me a little bit. I watch a lot of Brazilian football and Argentinian football. It is blood, guts, and glory. I mean, it is. These guys are kicking the snot out of each other, and it's like, get up. You know what I mean? I believe that would transition really well to the championship. Alcaraz came in to Southampton, I think, last year. Now he's at Everton. He was but I think a players coming up from the South American football would be fantastic in the championship. And if we can get that player in, I hope. I mean, I like the profile. I mean, am I correct on that, Victor? Is it a little bit? It's a little bit. It's pretty hard going down for the football.
Sorry, I lost the last.
The aggression for the football. The aggression.
Yeah. This guy is a Colombian midfielder. I am also a Palmeiras supporter, and we just sold Richard Rios.
And you Richard Rios. And Richard Rios went to
yeah.
Great player. Great player.
And these Colombian midfielders from this generation, they are really, really aggressive. They never give up the ball, and they have the physical condition to cover the whole pitch. So that's the thing about Richard Hills. And also what I saw, Juan Portilla, he's really hard on tackling, on marking, but when he gets the ball, he's really quick to join the attack, to either passing it fast, or join to kick, to find a shot from outside the box. So I like this profile. I really like.
Victor, we're looking Portuguese. Are you in Brazil? Yeah. What part of Brazil? Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I'm Brazilian. I'm from São Paulo.
São Paulo. Yeah, nice. We're getting a South American flavor in here. I love it. This is what's awesome. I love it. I like Richard Rios, by the way. I really liked him a lot. I think he's a great player. Holy God, he's a great player. And Palmeiras just keep churning out talent left and right. I think there's so many great. I think Guilherme just went from there like 2 years ago as well to West Ham. I think Luis Guilherme, but such great talent down there too. But again, if we get some steel in the middle, Aaron, what do you think? I mean, do we need this?
This is the type of player I think we've been looking for an upgrade on Matty James. Not that Matty James is bad, but I don't know that he's got the speed in the championship. There's a reason why he got released from a champion, I believe it was Bristol City. and nobody else signed him. You know what I mean? Until we got him in what was it, October, November last season. So as good as he is, and I think he was our best holding midfielder last season once he got into the flow. I thought he was fantastic, but can he do it week in, week out in the championship when there's a lot of 3-game weeks? You know, we're playing Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, or Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, and because we've got the international breaks now, we've got to, a lot of those games get pushed together, and we get a lot of games in a short amount of time. And so can he play at a high level over and over and over? Probably not. So we're going to need players that can do that. And I think this guy fits that, he fits that. And then I think he's definitely, I mean, he's a full-fledged Colombian, midfielder. He's playing for the national team. So I think he's got 3 caps, which isn't a ton, but that just means he's getting there. You know what I mean? So I think that's awesome. The more players with that kind of experience that we got on the team, the better we're going to be. Because you think about like all these other teams that we're coming up against. We haven't had that. We haven't had a lot of international players on our team up until now. And so all these teams we're playing, they're all, they've got a bunch of players that are playing internationally. And that kind of experience, you can't. I mean, that's hard to get. And it's.
I see him as a Dobson upgrade. I see him as a Dobson upgrade.
I think he'll play in the holding. Okay, the way Dobson played the holding midfielder when he was playing as the holding at the beginning of the season last season, which I thought was Dobson at his best for us last season. I thought he was better and further back. I think that's how he'll play that position. You know what I mean? Because he will be a ball winner. I think he's a strong tackler from what I could tell. Obviously, I've done like 10 minutes research. So, I mean, I can't act like I'm an expert on him. I heard the name and I was looking it up as I could, just trying to find highlights and stuff. But he does look like a good ball winning defender. But I think he will play. He's got a great pass on him too, though. So I think he's pretty good on the ball. So I think he'll play that deeper role for us. Now, whether it's in a 3 or a 2, like we were talking about. And like I said, I'm not expecting us to do a double pivot. I still don't. Parky just likes what he likes. He doesn't change a lot. So I would be a little surprised if we went to a double pivot. I would love it. I'm not going to bank on it. So, but I think as in when Dobson played that holding midfielder for us and how well he did, because you guys remember, I mean, you would remember there were people saying, first 10 matches in, he was our player of the season, probably.
Well, he's great. Yeah.
People were loving him, until we made that change. And then he went further forward and he kind of got quiet. You didn't hear as much, you know what I mean? I don't think he fit that role as well playing further forward. Now, towards the end of the season, I think he started figuring it out and he's played a lot better.
Yeah.
But when we made that change, he kind of disappeared for a little while. But when he was playing that holding midfielder, I thought he was fantastic. And I think this is where this guy could come in and play like that, but with also he's probably a better passer though, with a little more ball skill than what Dobson's got.
I saw he had a nice long range passes. Victor, I think you watched the same thing I watched too. John Merrill says if he signs, he will be him, the new Portilla guy, and Lewis O'Brien in the midfield, and the rest will be back up. I kind of agree with that too. And then Steve Barton, thank you very much for the super chat. This goes out to, without knowing exactly how many is in a Brazilian. I don't know. How many is in Brazil? I'm guessing a Brazilian, Wrexham fans in South America would help our international merch numbers. How many
Brazilian
people
instead of a bazillion?
Yeah, Brazilian. Yeah. Victor, how many supporters you think down there are? Thank you, by the way, Steve Barton, for the super chat. Fucking legend. How many Brazilian Wrexham supporters do you think there are?
I don't know the numbers, but in our social media, we have more than 20,000, like 22,000 in Instagram. And I don't know the numbers in Twitter, but yeah, we're just growing.
Okay.
We were like 5,000 2 years ago, and now
that's awesome. So, do you think getting a South American player will just help those numbers? Does that build excitement for you guys?
Yeah. When we do our live streamings, is one of the most asked questions. Like,
wow.
when Wrexham will have a South American, a Brazilian. Yeah, maybe it's the time.
That's
well,
awesome.
I mean,
I hope so.
Everyone, we're gonna follow you. Just if you can in the chat while I talk to you, drop your link in the. Or if you can you drop his link into the chat, and we could do that there, so everyone can follow you, and so we can increase those numbers with the local pundit community. And great question by Steve Barton there too. Well, to that point, everyone's talking about getting a center half, but do you want to? I can talk about getting a center half, or we can just talk about the Kieffer Moore stuff. We can wrap this up. I really like the Portilla guy. I think he comes in. I think this is a statement sign for 4Ms. Get her done. I don't know where this came from. I don't know how connected he is. Aaron, I know you said yes. No,
this my only thing. This had to have come from an agent. I think a lot of the stuff Nixon gets comes from agents.
Oh, so why? It's so out there. You know what I mean? So if something's so, I don't know. You guys can maybe say this a little more better than I could. Where does it come from? Is there legs behind it? Like it came from somewhere. It's not just like, hey, this guy's going to go to, you know what I mean, to Wrexham. So
he's not going to just pull this out of nowhere. There has to be something to it. Now, whether anything comes of it, maybe it doesn't. But there's definitely some interest. I would say there's no way he would report this if there wasn't at least something to it, something solid to it. So I think there's something there.
Yeah. By the way, it is going to PKs right now with Spain and England, the women's final match. I have it up here to my right. No spoilers, but I'll just let it know right there. Get the guy, maybe help with the pitchers watch along. Well, I was thinking there's plenty of opportunity. We got call-in shows. You got weekly shows. Victor, we'll have to talk on the side. I don't know. We'll talk. It's great to have everyone around. But do you want to just kick around the Kieffer Moore stuff, and then we'll just talk about a center half, maybe?
Has anything? I'll be honest. I haven't really paid. Has anything new came out today with Kieffer Moore? I haven't paid attention.
Just that more the merrier. This is from former Villa player Hendry. It's not that sexy, but there's nothing more rumors. This was on the leader right here. Wales target man Kieffer Moore would be a great signing for Wrexham. Talking about this, who says it? Wrexham are a team on the up, looking better to bolster the squad. Hendry, the Football League world. More wagers are about £25,000 a week, £25,000 a week. But I don't think that will be an issue for them. I really don't. Obviously, the fear factor, FFP, but we don't have any FFP. So this is one of his former players there. Kieffer Moore signing, nothing new there. Just there you go. I don't know, both you guys. What's your take on it?
He's a change of pace guy. I mean, it's a different. If we need to go to something a little more direct, we need a big guy up there. Put the balls in for him. Knock it up there and let him head it in. Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, it depends on how much. Like I said, I know we kind of had the talk the other day. Is it worth bringing him in if we're not going to play him every? If he's not going to play that much, considering we're probably going to have to pay him a pretty decent wage. I don't know. There's arguments to be made there either way, but I think he's definitely it's an upgrade on Ollie Palmer. It's what we got out of Ollie Palmer. We're getting that plus a better goal scorer, a better goal threat. So I mean that's good. It's an upgrade. So if it makes the squad, but if it raises the floor. Maybe it doesn't necessarily make us better. The ceiling doesn't raise the ceiling, but it raises the floor. If that makes sense. So I don't mind it. I'm not against it.
Are you in for that, Victor? You think we need this guy, and how does that? And also, I want to get your thoughts on Ollie Palmer. We didn't ask you about the Palmer situation while we're here.
Yeah. I agree. It's an upgrade for Palmer, and well, yeah, I think Palmer is have been dropping in the performances in the last season. He's still a great guy. We can see that he's always committed when he's on the pitch. But yeah, I think that the performances are not so good anymore. I think that we need this upgrade. He's been predictable in some duels because he's lower, and sometimes also in front of the target, in front of the goal. We saw him losing some good opportunities, and Kieffer Moore He is an experienced guy. He plays for the national team, so I think that he definitely an upgrade. Yeah.
James says, I think talk about the $20 million accurate. We still have money to spend. And he's 6'5". Aaron would be an upgrade from my Palmer. Let's be real.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys saw that video. Maybe I wouldn't be.
I don't know. I mean, you see him. And how about a Brazilian striker? Please work on that, Victor. There's so many talent. There's so much talent down in Brazil. It's unbelievable. I love watching that league. The player that just went to Nottingham Forest, the striker, Igor something or other. He's
Igor Jesus.
Yeah, he's going to be a baller.
He's great. He's great. Really great.
Yeah. Not much on the Moore stuff. I think everyone is, just got to wait to see what's going on there. But it is what it is. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. As far as the center half, we're going to switch off that. We want to switch off, talk about a center half. I think that is one place where we need to be upgrading, like now. Especially if we talk about what we're talking about, tactics and things like that. We have 13 days till we have a start of the season. I'll go to Victor first. I know your answer. Who do you like better currently, Scar or O'Connell, and where does that upgrade go, and who would that be? Aaron, I don't even know if you have any players that you think we're linked to at this point. But Victor, who do you like better, and how do you think that's going to work out?
It's a difficult question because I like the intensity of Danskar. I like the way he covers the central position. I like the way he protects the box, and I like his aerial. I like him in the aerial duels, but I think that O'Connell is more technical. He in the tackles, in his positioning, and also with the ball in the passes. And well, if Danskar can develop this area, been better with the long passes, even with the short passes through the middle, I think that he's the pick. But yeah, it's difficult. I think that depends on the match. Depends on how much we have the ball. We'll have the ball in the match, and how much we need to defend fast. How tough will be the duels. I think that depends. We have two good names, and with O'Connell also dropping physically, I noticed that. But yeah, I agree with the chat that probably we need one more player for the defense.
Did that guy play for Luton yesterday, Aaron?
What's that?
Did that guy play for Luton yesterday? Not that we're really connected to him, but that's.
Oh, I didn't see what their starting lineup was. I could probably check, but okay. I assume he would have played. Yeah. Their wing back, the one wing back that we've not been connected to him, but he was one of my picks for wing back, which I think we already took care of that. But the left wing back they had, he stayed out yesterday because apparently he's been linked to some teams. Trying to think, who was it that we are linked to? We've been linked to somebody. I can't remember which player it was. I was just reading it on X. There's a player. Oh, it was Moore. It was Kieffer Moore. That's who it was. They kept him out of the squad yesterday.
Oh, okay. So that's probably going to happen.
So there's something to that. He's definitely got interest. So whether it's us or somebody else, but yeah, they kept Kieffer Moore didn't play yesterday, and it was because of they interviewed. I watched what it was. I watched their interview of their manager after the game, or either after or before, but they were asking him about Kieffer Moore, and he kind of just tiptoed around it. He wouldn't say yes, he wouldn't say no, and he's like, "Hey, he's still our player," but so
that's happening. That's happening.
So that a good chance that's good. That's probably
that's happening. Yeah. By the way, speaking of that's happening, Steve Barton just gifted 5 local pundit Wrexham AFC.
Awesome, Steve.
Absolute legend. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And DJ says, I'll be excited to see how the new players turn out, splash in the cash for sure. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
It's exciting times. It's really exciting times.
I love it.
Yeah. So Victor, I mean, I don't know. You guys.
What's your thoughts so far? Yeah. Victor, what's your thoughts so far of what we've done in the summer?
Yeah, that was actually my question. How do you think we're at right now? Yeah.
My thoughts with the What?
with signings and our signings that we've got so far this summer. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that we're doing well. In Wrexham Brazil community, we did a squad analysis at the end of the season, and I remember that I said we need at least two midfielders, probably one more wing back on the left, and two strikers, and probably one central back. And Wrexham just signed all these positions. So I think that we're good on identifying our weaknesses and the profile of the players we brought. I like this. Like George Thomason, he's a central midfielder. He can be the CDM, the holding midfielder. He always good on joining the attack. And I even remember and I watched him playing as a central back on the left, like in O'Connor role.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're bringing players that can play in a lot of positions. For example, Josh Windass, he can be a more advanced striker. He can be an attacking midfielder. I can even see him playing in Ryan Longman role, like in a right winger when we need to attack more. So we're bringing experienced players, but some of them are young. They can develop more, and players that adds to our squad. Like we can change the strategy in the match without making subs. So it's good when we have this kind of players.
The Thomas one I just looked up, right, by the way. So he's 5'10". I could see him playing that. He could put that left side, that front role, taking that stash role. I could totally see that. I wish he was 6 foot. He's only 5'10", but that's a good shout right there. But he did play 38 matches last season, which is great.
Yeah,
which is really good. Aaron dropped a link to the interview. Like, good look and see. I don't know what that is.
I'll have to find it, James. I just saw it was something I saw on YouTube or on X. So if you get on X, James, you can probably find it. If not, I'll try to drop it into the Discord.
The business we've done so far, and I'll tell you, if we do this, where do we think the goal? Where does Parkinson think the goals are going to come from? Smith, Hardy, midfield, Windass, and that's the defense. I think can be sorted out. But where do you think he's going to get the goals are going to come from?
That's a good question. I think one thing we've done really well is when we don't have a striker that's scoring. When we don't have Paul Mullen playing, who's scoring 25, 30 goals a season, we've been able to get goals from all over the pitch. I know there was definitely a concerted effort last season to get our wingbacks more involved in scoring even. So if the ball's coming up the right-hand side, our left-sided wingback is coming into the box and getting more involved, playing on the backside of goal on the back post. And we've scored a couple goals from that, crosses all the way over to the other wingback. So he's definitely he wants goals coming from everywhere. I mean, obviously in the past, Elliot Lee's been able to get goals from that left-sided midfielder position. And then Rathbone was able to get a bunch of goals this season from that similar position. Dobson was even able to add some there towards the end of the season, started getting some. Matty James even too. He got a couple. So we're good. We're good at getting our goals from all over. So which I think that works really well. I think if you don't have a focal point, one guy who it's like, okay, this is our guy, we're going to get him the ball and he's going to score. When you're in the championship, they're going to mark that guy out of the game. And so you've got to be able to get goals from different places. And I think he did a really good job last season of getting us in positions where we were able to get goals from all over the field. And even, I mean, think about it, even Max coming forward and I'm not even talking about on set pieces. I'm talking coming forward, him and both flying forward and getting involved in the offensive attack. So yeah, I think we're getting we can get goals from anywhere, and I think that'll serve us really well this season.
I think so far Windass is going to be huge. By the way, the women,
huge signing,
England women just beat on penalties Spain 3-1. PKs. Just FYI, not to spoil.
Was that the championship game or the title? Whatever the title game.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Rad Mad Max. Yeah, I think Winnetts is going to be a very, very important player. If we can get, I'll just say right now, if we can get maybe 3 in, maybe 2 center halves. And you, by the way, Victor, you said something really interesting too. Center halves and a midfielder. This midfielder here, particularly. Do you think we need a right wing back cover as well?
If I think that we have the right wing back covered.
Do you think Barney is a good backup for Longman, or you think we need another player?
Yeah, no, I think that's good. And I think that one thing that I like to comment in Wrexham Brazil community is that the 2 players have almost the same quality. So if Longman is the starter, when he gets tired in the second half, we can sub him with Barnett and then keep the same level, because both obviously I think that Longman is more physical, is a more complete player, but Barnett is not behind. He's really good, and I see this when I don't matter who's the starter. It's good to have both players available to keep the same level on the right wing. Yeah.
Barney was in Player of the Season, right?
He was the team of the season for League One.
But he did get figured out at one point. He was kind of a one trick, but his crossing, honestly, his crossing is pinpoint.
Oh, it's great.
It's so great. Probably it might be the best in the EFL, I would say.
It was very good.
Yeah.
He's a very good crosser of the ball. I think, to your point, though, it was getting to a point where they were double teaming him. And I think what Longman does a better job of is beating a player. Longman will take a guy on and beat him inside. He can beat him inside. I don't think Barney was as good at that. And I think that's why towards the end of the season, it was Longman more than it was Barnett. So yeah, I'm with Victor on this one. I think we're good. I think that's one of the, I'm least worried about that position than I am any other position on the team. I'm pretty happy with that. And plus we've got other players that can come in if, and be decent backups, on that side too, if we needed. Rev can play the right-hand side. I don't think he'll be in the squad, but Mindy can play the right-hand right-hand side if he needs to. So we've got plenty of cover if something, injuries were to happen to those guys. But I think, the right-hand side in the wing-back position, I think I'm most happy with what we have there.
Mm-hmm. Did you have something queued up there? I saw you down there, Victor. You want to bring that up?
Yeah. Just one thing about the skills of Longman and Barnett. You said, Barnett on crossings is amazing, and I like this thing that Longman offers. He's better on attacking the space, on joining the attack. We can see in this situation that he was ready to score.
Is that Hardy up there on the left? Is that Hardy up top with the ball?
Yeah, it's Hardy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here is Hardy. We have Lee, Ashfield, and then Longman here.
Yeah.
And in this picture, we also can see him. Now he's coming back because the pass is not good, but he was also ready to attack the back line, the back of the line. He are 2 good players that can offer different skills in different situations, and I like to have this in a squad.
Aaron, you and Aaron are going to get along well, except the fact you keep putting up the stills. Indy 11's getting their ass kicked by North Carolina.
Are they playing today?
No, that's just from the other day. Look, see the bottom of the screen there?
Oh God, yeah, we did get beat. Yeah, they played last night. They won last night, so I'm happy. We did good. We did all right. I'm happy with Indy 11. We did all right. We were in the what was it, the Jägermeister tournament or cup. The Jägermeister Cup's going on right now, which is the USL League Cup, basically. It's kind of a new cup, but yeah, they advanced to the quarterfinals in that. So
nice. The Jägermeister sounds like a hangover to me right now. I did too. Good. Anything else we didn't cover today? And I think this has been a great conversation.
Don't forget, this evening, in a few hours, we'll be having Champ Chat. So everybody, make sure we come check out Champ Chat. I'm sure that we'll have the usual crew. Josh, you might be joining us, maybe.
I might be joining. Yeah, I might be joining. So we'll see.
Okay.
I don't know.
I've been on him, everybody. I told him he needs to start coming in Champ Chat. He's trying to hide from us.
Yeah,
He needs to get in there. He needs to get in there on Champ Chat.
I do what I can today. Victor, fucking debut. What's up? Well done.
Yeah, good stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for inviting me. I'm really, really happy to be here.
Yeah.
And well, I'm here. Whenever you call me, I will be here.
Awesome. I'll tell you what, I feel like I need to up my game now. He's bringing stills. He's bringing in-game stills.
Yeah.
I've got to up my game. I'm like, geez, I'm slacking here.
Should we do an on-camera hiring? Victor, would you like to be more part of the show?
You're hired.
You're hired. You want to be part of the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you in the Discord?
Yeah. I'm not so active. I don't use Discord too much, but I'm in the community. I will start to looking more in there.
Okay. Well, good. Well, now you screwed yourself. Now you got to be part of the community. Now you got to come on the show more.
Yeah, you did so good. Now you got to come more often, or people are gonna get mad.
Yeah. And James says, "Welcome to the family, officially, Victor, and come back soon, Victor. We missed you in the chat. Like, take it easy." No, he's done. It's already in. Which is hard.
Yeah, he's happening.
George says, "Thanks all, and anytime, Victor. Love having you." Quickly before you get out, please let everyone know in the chat. And by the way, subscribe to the channel, become a member to the Local Pundit, and drop the links for what you're. Give a little shout out to the Wrexham Brazil. How do we find you? Yeah, I should have said that clearer.
Wrexham Brazil. Our profile is Wrexham AFC Brazil on Instagram, and my personal profile is Praga de Poeta because I'm also a poet. So it's Praga. I'll just write in the. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, put it in the chat. There you go. What's happening, Gary? We're doing an on-air. We're doing on-air work here, Gary. That's behind the scenes.
Yeah, on-air hiring. On-air.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. The poet. There you go. Go follow him. It's awesome. Welcome to the team, Victor. Happy to have you in. And there it is, right there. Wrexham AFC Brazil. I will be going to follow that as soon as you get off here too. Well, all right. Champ Chat's in what, 3 hours from now?
Hours, a few hours. 3 hours. Yep.
Awesome. Go make sure you check that out. And hold on before we get out too. Steve Barton gifted 5 Local Pundit Wrexham AFC podcast memberships. Legend of the chat. Doesn't like gray. I think he's trying to get Victor a membership, which is good.
Yeah, there you go.
And become a member through the show because we have a lot of things planned for this year. Champ Chat, Ring and Rant, the Appetite for Discussion. Sunday show will be the call-in show. That's going to be new. Are you familiar with the championship at all?
Not so much. I just started watching some things. We're connecting with other Brazilian communities from other teams in championship. We're even planning to have a show. I don't think it will be weekly in the start, but the idea is to have a weekly show talking about the championship in general. For us to get connected with. We have a lot of people that are joining our community that like watch championship and even League One, League Two for years. We have a guy that follows Wrexham for I think that's 17 years.
Jesus.
So he knows a lot about. So it's good.
That's 5 years younger than Ken, Victor. That's 5 years younger than Ken. That's 5 years younger than Ken. It's gonna go. Yeah. But Barton just gifted 5 more Wrexham podcasts. I think he's trying to get Victor a membership. My God. Thanks for the membership too. Mel and Lionel said the great show. Well done, Victor. And Masuk Jina. I was living in Brazil for the last year, Sao Paulo by Interlagos. Absolutely love Brazil. Best country in the world in my book. What do you think about that? Yeah. I'm not interested in membership. Yeah. Gary Peterson, please take it back. Oh, Gary, come on now. Well, that's all. Thank you, Barton, right there too. Absolute legend. 5 more Local Pundit membership podcasts. Get them while they're hot. And all right, so you got to do it, my friend Victor. You're the one that's going to get us out of here.
Sorry?
Oh shoot! You got to get us out of here. You're the new guy.
I did. Sorry, my children is talking to me.
Okay.
Só pouquinho, filho. Sorry, I didn't listen to the question.
Okay. I said the new guy's got to get us out of here. You got to new to the show. You got to get us out.
Okay, so just be here for the whole Sunday. No.
Aaron, you got to tell him. You got to tell him.
All right.
Yeah.
On that bombshell.
Yeah.
Oh,
On that
okay.
bombshell. You gotta drop the on that bombshell.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So I just say that.
Yeah.
But you gotta say it in Portuguese though, so everyone has it. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, in Wrexham, Brazil, when we end our shows, we call the dragon because we have an animation of a dragon coming. So chama o dragão. We say chama o dragão.
Awesome. And on that bombshell.
On that bombshell.
Yeah.